Hey, thanks for joining in. We're back out here today with the 22 DPC. I was going to do a bunch of shooting and practicing off of barricades at distance, but it sounds like the neighbor next door is picking up our hay bales. So I don't know if I'll be able to get to do that today, but I did work up a bunch of different loads for this. I'm using the 88 grain Hornady ELDM bullet today. The powders I'm using is CFE 223 Lever Revolution. Alliant 2000 MR, and I'm giving that Vitavory N135 a shot again. I like the velocities I got out of that the other day. Didn't really like the results, and it wasn't a very good group, but I think it was too hot. So I've dropped that powder charge. We'll see how it does with the heavier bullet today too. Anyhow, also I was like, you know what? I can run that 22 DPC suppressed. I got my OSS suppressor here. They now go by Huxworks or something like that, but it's that over the barrel two-piece suppressor. I'll put the info in the video below when I get back home, but this screws over your barrel, so it engages the threads probably about right here. So the barrel inserts, screws on. And this is a two-piece suppressor. So the first half is like this. The second half screws onto this for a full suppressor. However, they've made it to where you can take this and use it as a half suppressor, more like a muzzle brake compensator type of deal. I've never used it in that configuration before, so we're going to try it out today. We're going to shoot the halfy, and then we'll screw it together and shoot it full and see what it does for point of impact. We're going to start out with the 28 grain CFE 223 Hornady ELDM. I have two target dots down there. I know it's on, so we'll see how the point of impact shifts, if any. And we'll see how this gun performs with the suppressor on it. It may mess it up in terms of operation, so we'll see. Stay tuned. So here's how this thing goes on, right? So I cleaned the barrel really well last night and cleaned everything up. This slides over. Now it's engaged to the threads. And that's the half configuration. It'll be a hot one today. My allergies are already bugging me. It's windy. Put a 3-shot group down there on the left splatter target. All right, we're going to shoot the top left target dot down there. Seems to be ejecting fine, which is nice. First shot was real low, cold bore after being cleaned, and then I put two right next to each other. So it seems to shoot pretty accurately with this can on, which is nice to know. We'll see how it works with the full configuration. Let's go ahead and shoot 3 more at this target dot for a 5-shot group. Let's go ahead and make this the full configuration. Do 4 shots here. Bottom left target dot on this target. Not a bad little group with it. It's got an interesting recoil signature on this. With the half can, is rocking it pretty good. With this full can, it's a lot better. All right, it's pretty cool to get that suppressor on and shoot this gun. It worked pretty well. It didn't have a big point of impact change at all, which is nice. I'll show you that target's the left target, top left and bottom left. We're going to start off here with 28 grain CFE 223. I loaded this up with powder from a different can than the powder I was using the other day. So I just want to verify the numbers on this and see if it's still shooting money. The neighbors will be pleased to know that I took the suppressor off and I put back on the Ultradyne Apollo Max. We'll start right target, top left. 2876. A little hotter than it was the other day. Brass and primers look great on it. 2858, 2868, 2850, 2856. ES26 SD10 average velocity 2862. Looks like I loaded some up at 27.7. 2812, 2821, 2814, 2812, 2806. Group is not as good. ES15 SD 5.4. Average velocity 2813. I loaded some up at 28.2. We'll shoot bottom left target dot. 2874. I want to check the brass on this. About 4 o'clock off the dot. 2883. 2867. These are hot, hot, hot.
Oh God, here it comes. Oh, hot, 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 hot. Hot, 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 hot. My God.
Got a little swipe on them. Yeah, we'll finish it out. Group it and great. Let's see what we got on numbers. ES22 SD 8.4. Average velocity 2872. All right, let's see what we have next here. We have 27 grains of MR 2000, 27.4, 27.7. Right target, right line of dots. Let's start with the 27.7. Top right, right target. 2701. Brass looks great, so does the primer. 2722. 2727. 2717. 2709. ES26 SD10 average velocity 2715. The 27.4. I was working the one-arm bandit yesterday, y'all. Had 200 pieces of fresh Hornady 6 arc brass that I went through. I sized, I went through dechamfered, deburred, ran a mandrel, and primed. Probably close to 1,800 times I pulled that single stage yesterday. Getting this all ready for you. Give me a thumbs up on that one, please. Thank you. 27.4. I loaded up 80. I was up till 3 a.m. Got a couple of new little deals on here. I got a little bumper I stuck on my shell deflector. My shells were getting pretty banged up. And I switched out the Timney trigger that I had, which is the Timney AR trigger, and I switched it to the Timney Elite Calvin AR trigger. It's pretty awesome. My pull's about a pound. I was worried about having something this light on a competition rig. I'm digging it. Now the other Timney advertised at 3 pound. It was actually about 2.5. I just didn't like the way it stacked. Got 5 shots, 27.5. ES30 SD12 average 2679. Might as well go ahead and shoot these 27 grains MR 2000. We're not grouping as well as we were the other day. Pretty windy today and it's fucking hot. Bottom right, right target. 2628. ES22 SD 8.9. Average feet per second 2642. Looks like a pretty good group too. Let's go down and check this out before I get too many damn holes on these targets.
A woman has 10 holes in her body.
Do not have 10 holes. I'm doing biomed at uni. Wait.
Here it was with the half suppressor. That was the first shot. Half suppressor group. Here I was with 4 shots with the full suppressor. Here's the 28 grain CFE 223. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 27.7. And this is the 28.2. Here's the MR 2000. There's my last shot with the 27 grains. I'm going to shoot back on this target. We're going to shoot, let's go Vidavori in 135. So the other day we're shooting this Vidavori at 27 grains, and I felt it was just too hot. There was a slight smear on the brass, so I don't know. I've knocked this back for today's purposes. I was shooting a lighter bullet the other day. I'm curious. I'm just curious. So we're gonna try it out. I have one at 26 grains of Vidavori, one in 135 and one at 25.7. This trigger is awesome, by the way. Left target, right hand side dot. Top right. Ah, smacked it bullseye. See how things keep going or fall apart here, but Daddy like that. Brass and primer is good. Spit. Let's see how this group goes. 28-38, 28-42, 28-39, 28-48, 28-39, no luck back on the last shot. Weird. And there you go. That's why I wanted to try it. ES11 SD 4.3, average 28.41. Go Vidavori 25.7. Go a little dot below top right, middle dot. ES34 SD 14, average velocity 28.08. All right, I'm excited about these. I hope they turn out well. Lever Revolution shoots really well in my 6 arc. It's a little, I get faster velocities than CFE 223 with Lever Evolution. Didn't shoot very well the other day on the powder test, but I got a heavier bullet today, so we're going to check these out. I got 28 grains, 27.5, and 27. Go with the 28 first. Check our brass. We'll go left target, center dots. 28.49. Brass primer looks great. 28.63. Spit. Group's looking great too. See if it stays together. 28.71. 28.53. That one was off of the group 4 o'clock. Otherwise, it looks like a big jagged hole. Ah, that got all crazy. That's way low left, like 7 o'clock. Damn it. ES31 SD12, average 28.55. A battery died at some point, I don't know when. The brass on that 28 grains Lever Evolution looked great. The group started out fantastic. 3 shots in a jagged hole. 4th shot was low 4 o'clock off of the group. Spit. Last shot, 5th one, was low 7 o'clock off the group. So this is 27.5 grains. Left target, center dot. 2800. 2801. 28.14. There it goes again, that 4th shot. Off. 28.12. No. 27.97. Started falling apart. ES17 SD 7.6, average velocity 28.05. Numbers on the last one, sorry. It was average velocity 28.55, ES31 SD 12. Last but not least, 27 grains Lever Evolution. I suspect will be around 27.50 on the feet per second. We'll see how we do on accuracy with this. And the numbers. That little bumper, man, it's pretty sweet. Shoot my brass at 2 o'clock. There's not a neck that is dented or bent. That 2759 is a good guess. 2751. 2730. 2755. All three of those groups, you started off great. In the 4th, 5th shot, one would drop right, one would drop left. Let's see what the numbers are. ES38, SD14, average 2753. Huh. Well, there you have it. I never let this thing cool off. I just ran those 5 after 5 after 5, with the exception of that break. Let's go take a look at the target. There's that first group, Lever Evolution. 3 shots, 1 hole. I was like, man, that's a jagged hole. This is awesome. 4th shot went 4 o'clock. 5th shot dropped. And then I think 27.5. And then 27. So that, I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. Here's the Vitivori. That group, the lighter load started tightening up. The CFE 223 the other day was shooting awesome. Not shooting so hot today. It's warmer out today, so I don't know. I think the neighbor's done cutting the hay. Let's step out and do a little practice.